powered by Harper's Tree and Stump Removal. If you have any tree trimming, tree removal, or stump removal needs, our friends at Harper's Tree and Stump Removal have you covered. They can also haul rock and sand. They can do driveway work, repair pond dams, or build ponds, and can now do horizontal grindings of large wood debris piles. Give Keith a call at 229-314-2048 or at 229-938-2412. Harper's Tree and Stump Removal is proud to be the premier sponsor of the Integrity Sports Podcast.
Welcome to the Integrity Sports Podcast, covering local sports in the Southwest Georgia area, creating content that is factual, positive, and informative, promoting efforts by athletes, coaches, and sports administrators. Now, here's your host, Tim Estes.
Thank you for making the Integrity Sports Podcast a part of your weekly routine. Our viewership is growing, and now for 8 straight weeks, we have reached the 2,000 view mark. And if you're watching this today on YouTube, make sure and hit the subscribe button. If you are watching on any other social media platform, hit the like and share button, and let's keep our viewership growing. Our guest today is the head football coach at Sumter County High School. That is Coach Will Rogers. Coach, good to have you with us today.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Coach, it looks like you're just now getting out of practice. And, Coach, our audience has a lot of Panther fans that watch each week. But for those that may not know you very well, fill us in a little bit on your background and your coaching stops along the way.
Sure, no problem. I went to start back from high school. I played at Creekside High School. Went to college in Mississippi State. My first coaching opportunity was Whitewater High School. It's in Fayetteville, Georgia, under one of my mentors, Amos McCrary. After Whitewater, I coached at Valdosta up under Rance Gillespie and Alan Rodemaker. My next stop was at Creekside. I was the head coach at Creekside for 2 years. And then I was at Dutchtown for about 5 years on that run with Coach Clifford Fedd. And now I took the job here at Sumter County High School as the head coach.
Coach, prior to you being named the head coach, Sumter County had gone through 3 straight seasons where they really struggled on the football field. But it seemed like last year there was a big culture change, and you guys finished 5-5, and there's a lot of optimism surrounding your program this year. Talk to me a little about that.
The biggest thing is just, like you said, the turnover. That kind of sets the program. Every time a head coach leaves, it sets the program back a couple of years. So the kids needed the consistency. Coach Fedd had a good opportunity to go to Griffin. I feel like we invested in these kids, and I wanted to stay. I believe that they needed that consistency. So I made a decision to stay, and kids are bought in completely now. Community bought in, and we're going in the right direction.
Coach, each week our program is brought to us by several different sponsors. One of those I know is a big fan of your program. That's Marty McDonald at the Marty McDonald State Farm Insurance Agency. They're located at 925 Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard in Americus. You can reach them at 928-3686, or you can drop by and see Marty, Mary Lynn, or any of their staff and let them discuss your insurance needs. They can even do the famous discount double check. Thanks to Marty McDonald State Farm Insurance for sponsoring this segment of the Integrity Sports Podcast. And like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Coach, I am the Parks and Recreation Director for Sumter County, and I have seen most of the kids on your roster play football growing up. These kids have had a lot of success all the way through the youth leagues into the middle school league. And now it's their time to shine on the high school level. Talk to me a little bit about those kids that are on your roster, and maybe mention some of the guys that we'll hear their names a lot.
I think what you just mentioned is a culmination of kind of how our program is starting to shift. A lot of those guys, we came in and we played them as freshmen. A.J. Kears, Josh Coleman, all those guys that rise in junior class, we played them really, really, really early. And now they're going into their third year starting. I mean, Keeson Taylor, all those guys. So now I think we're basically just trying to see the work they put in over the years.
Coach, the quarterback position's always one that everybody focuses on. I know you lost a good one to graduation. Tell me who's going to play at the quarterback spot this year.
We still got open competition right now. Jay Sean Bobs and Ishmael Jones are going at it. We're going to play them both on the scrimmage this upcoming Friday. Again, they're both competing. They're both rising juniors, and they got a pretty good competition going. But we're going to give them both an opportunity to earn a job.
Sounds good. Tell me, Coach, about your coaching staff and what their responsibilities are.
Sure. My offensive coordinator is Darren DeMayo. Came over from South Gwinnett. He's doing a really, really good job. Our kids are really responding to him. Defensively, Coach DeMarcus Sellers is a DB coach. Also, Coach Montavious Reeves. They both coach DBs. I call the defense still. It's kind of my thing. I still call the defense as the head coach. Again, some of the guys that I've retained from the last staff, Coach Unique Crumbley, does a really good job with the offensive line. Coach Janelle Jones, Coach wide receivers, doing a really, really good job. Coach Kelly came over for us from Marion County. He's also helping with the defensive line, does a really, really good job. So, again, the guys come in, they're doing a good job for us, and they're working hard.
Coach, our program's also brought to us today by One Digital Solutions. They are a steward of business growth and personal development. Their insurance platforms provide you with a tech-enabled solution for a contemporary work-life experience. One Digital resolves real problems for your business and employees by fusing together customized solutions that address things like employee benefits, HR, and financial services. It's really everything all in one. It's One Digital. Contact Will Peterson at 229-347-6289. One Digital is proud to sponsor the Integrity Sports Podcast. Coach Rogers, you guys have moved into a new region this year, and I noticed that it includes most of the Columbus schools. Talk to us a little bit about that region, and then go a little further and tell me about your expectations in competing for a region championship.
Sure, like you said, we're moving into that Columbus region. A couple good teams at the top. Carver, Columbus. That semifinal team last year. Got a lot of good talent coming back. Really good coaching staff. Spencer as well. Coach Keg has been doing a good job over at Spencer for years now. If I'm not mistaken, they made it to the second round of the playoffs as well. They got a couple upcoming teams too, so we make sure we preach to our kids. You take everybody serious. So looking forward to going in. Like I said, our challenge is more about us getting ourselves corrected. That's kind of what I focus on in practice every day, correcting us and doing the right things every day.
Talk to me a little bit about your non-region schedule, Coach.
Okay, we start off at we got to go at Chris County. All right, after that, Griffin High School comes to us, and then we go to Pike County.
So is it important to you, Coach, that you kind of figure things out those first three non-region games, and then once you get into region play, you're kind of ready to go?
Absolutely. That's kind of really why we wanted to make sure we keep that rivalry game going with Chris County, because they always have talent, and they got pretty good coaching staff over there. Also with Griffin, Coach Fed, that's what the school that he went over to. You're going to get those guys ready. They're going to have athletes as well. So we want to see a lot of speed before we got to the region, because we know this Columbus school is going to have some speed. So that's kind of what we're preparing for.
Coach, like you said, you guys open up August 16th against longtime rival Crisp County. Tell our audience what your team has done throughout the summer, and now as we get into fall camp, what you guys have done to prepare for opening day.
I really wanted to do a few OTAs this summer. Me, Coach Fay, and I was together. We didn't kind of get into the OTAs and the 707s. But speaking with my offensive coordinator, he kind of put a little pressure on me. So we did more than we usually do this summer. I think we did about 4 or 5 707s, and we did one padded camp. And I think it helped us out a lot. If our kids are moving around, we're just a little further ahead of the schedule. We did lose a couple offensive linemen, so the padded camp really helped us out a lot.
Another one of our sponsors this week is the Fish House Restaurant, located at 224 North Jackson Street. They offer some of the freshest seafood in all of Southwest Georgia. Whether it's fresh fish or shrimp, oysters or catfish in the Seafood Center, or a hot meal and a cold drink in the Fish House Restaurant next door, they are a staple for the seafood lover in our area. Go by and see Mark Tyler or any of his staff today, or give them a call at 924-5177 and let the Fish House Restaurant provide you a delicious meal tonight. The Fish House, proud to be a sponsor with the Integrity Sports Podcast. Coach, one of the things that I have made a tradition out of every week, I end the program by asking my guest about their support network. We know that your job can be a grind each week, and there's got to be people behind the scenes, family and friends that keep you lifted up. Who are those folks for Coach Will Rogers?
Yeah, I have several. I probably don't have enough time to tell you everyone. Sports system has been great from the top. From the start with administration, our superintendent Walter Knight and Timothy Halley, they've been doing a really good job of just giving us what we need. My principal, Marnie Dutcher. I mean, again, I go to her. It's about finding solutions. You know, Coach Price, former AD. Again, he's an AP now with school. He's doing a great job. They just try to get things done for us. In the community, again, we got several people I can just call and get stuff done. Booster Club president. So I mean, it's everybody's kind of coming together right now and try to get things done. So I'm very appreciative.
Coach, one of the things that we'll start doing the week that you open up, my partner and I, Scott Westbrook, will do this show live every Thursday at the Roman Oven Restaurant. And I hope that you or some of your players will come by there about 7 o'clock on a Thursday night. I know you can't be there every week, but if you could drop by once or twice and just kind of give us an update on the Panther program and how it's doing. But we want you to know that we support you. We are wishing you the best and the Panthers the best. We love the direction you've got this program going in. And, Coach, come back and be a part of it again with us.
Absolutely. Can't wait to come see you guys. I really appreciate this.
And we want to thank you for making the Integrity Sports Podcast a part of your weekly routine. Again, let me encourage you to go by and support our sponsors. That is Marty McDonald, State Farm Insurance, One Digital Solutions, Harper's Tree and Stump Removal, and the Fish House Restaurant. For Coach Will Rogers, I'm Tim Estes. Thanks for watching. So long, everybody.
Thank you.